Well, we did get the guys from Testament here. We've got Chuck, Billy, and Louis Clemente. How you guys doing?
Good.
Pretty good.
Right.
Welcome to the ball. Now, you guys actually just got back in America. You were in Europe with the Clash of the Titans show, right?
Right.
Which was pretty crazy show. I mean,
nuts.
Suicidal Tendencies were on it, Slayer, Megadeth, and you guys.
Yep.
So how'd it go? Sounds like a wild show.
It was very wild. There's every show was great attendance. The kids over there were just nuts. It was very different from like the States tour where there's seats in the crowd and you can't really get as nuts as they could in Europe.
Now imagine this would be a big show. How many people at times were, I mean, what was the biggest crowd you guys played for?
Probably Wembley, would you say? Like
Wembley,
12 grand, I think it was. For
in those seats, just people going nuts.
Yeah, it's really cool. Really cool.
Now, which do you like better? Because, I mean, you guys started probably playing some of the smaller clubs. Which do you like better, playing in front of a big crowd or playing the smaller clubs?
You learn to like them both. I mean,
yeah, both have their advantages. I mean, when you first come out of the clubs and start playing arenas, there's like a huge distance between the stage and the people. It just feels like a mile away. But, you know, I guess it just takes time when, you know, getting used to it, and then you get used to it, and it's like a big club. But clubs are always cool, too.
Okay, well, in a little bit, we're going to talk about, I know you guys are out on the road with Judas Priest and Megadeth right now.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk about your new video. But before we speak of it, let's take a look at it. Here is Testament with Souls of Black. We're back on the Headbangers Ball. Chuck, Billy, and Louis Clemente from the band Testament are our guests this evening. And we were talking a little bit about the Clash of the Titans tour in Europe, and right now you're out with Judas Priest and Megadeth.
Yeah.
Now, how's that been going?
it's going good.
Does it feel good to be back in the States?
Very good.
Very good.
You guys got a lot more fans over here, right?
Yeah, now we do. And in the beginning, we were bigger in Europe, but as time went by, we're a lot bigger in the States now, I think.
There's a lot more metal bands been signed in the States.
Plus, metal's growing.
Yeah, it is.
A lot.
A lot,
Yeah.
very quickly.
Now, we just recently saw your video for Souls of Black. Anything you can tell me about that?
We did that in LA, that video. It's
It
like
looked like
practically
it.
burned down the whole street. The first take of that, there was like helicopters, you know, with spotlights. They thought the street was on fire, but it was like under control after a while. But we did it with Mark Rezica, who also did the ballad video for us.
Now, do you guys like doing videos?
Yeah,
It's getting better.
cool.
At first, it was really boring, nuisance, but now it's pretty cool. Depends where you do it at, and you know what the situation is.
Okay, now the latest album, Souls of Black, took you about 6 weeks to record. And before that, it was only a year since Practice What You Preach had been out, right?
yeah.
Now, how did things go differently on this one? Does it get easier every album you do?
Well, for us, it seems like it because we're always maturing musically as a band.
Yeah.
And we're always trying to do different things, and you know, every one of our records is different. You know, it's different feeling to it. So.
Yeah, the thing about Souls of Black was that we were writing some of it while we were on the road supporting the album Practice What You Preach. So, you know, we had like, we wanted to do this record to be able to do our tours. And plus, you know, if you give us 3 months to do a record, we're still going to wait till the last 1.5 to finish it anyway.
Right.
So everything worked out, you know, as well as planned, and
Great.
we got our tours.
Great, okay, we're going to have more with Testament. And we're also going to have, now people write to me all the time and they say, Ricky, why don't you play a lot more videos from Metallica? Well, we don't, because there's only one video from Metallica, and it's for the song One, and that's on the way. But right now it's time for the number 3 Skull Crusher of the Week. Up one from last week, a band that is currently on the road. Here is AC/DC with Money Talks. For the guys from Testament, we've been talking about videos, we've been talking about on the road, and earlier you talked about the Clash of the Titans tour in Europe. Do you think we'll ever have a Clash of the Titans tour in America?
It's possible.
Yeah, it's possible.
Yeah, there is going to be starting January 9th.
9th, I think.
And
Slayer, Testament, and
looking in for
soon
another
to be
band right
announced.
now.
Soon to be announced.
that's going to be a crazy show.
Yeah, it is.
Now, why do you think that metal, it seems to me that harder metal, I hate to use the word heavy metal because it seems to generalize, and I don't really like to generalize, but it's getting a lot more popular. Do you feel that it definitely is, the metal scene is growing?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
And you notice there's a lot more record companies, major labels signing more metal bands. You know, there's better publicity, better promotions for bands, metal bands, which is great. You know?
That's good. It just helps out the whole scene. I mean, let's face it, Metallica helped out the whole scene tremendously with what they've done, and it just opens doors for everybody else, and people are accepting the music.
How does it make you
cool.
feel when someone compares your music to Metallica? Because I think you definitely...
It's actually, people used to compare us all the time, but I think it's actually an honor to be compared to a great band like that. I mean, could be worse. You know?
Yeah.
But you also guys, I've noticed in some of your music, rather than just keeping with the straightforward metal songs, you've also got some that are just typical rock and roll. I mean, you even covered an Aerosmith song, right?
I think we have, like, in our music, what makes us a little bit different than other people is that we have a lot to offer to either thrash or speed fans or to rock fans or even jazz fans at times, even some funky stuff. So.
Well, thanks for stopping by, and definitely looking forward to the American Clash of the Titan tour. And right now, it's time to take a look at a video from Steelheart. This is I'll Never Let You Go.